Welcome back to Farming with Family. You never know what you're gonna find when you're out planting. Almost ran over this cute little guy. Let's take you to the water. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, he's ready to go. Let's get you to the water. This is a free shuttle service. It's better than Uber. All right, there you go, little buddy. Go. Go. Come on. There you go. Come on, a little more. In the water, go. Go to safety, swim. Swim. All right. Well, let's get out and check the tires. This one's good. Not so good. I didn't get shot, but I got another tire at home. So Tara's gonna go get that and then we'll get it changed. I'll get it off and have it ready to put back on when he gets here. Got the tire off the fork, I guess you call it. Gotta get the last few nuts out. One more to go. I'm gonna put it down so I can hold it before it falls out. Got it. Alright, here's my hub that it sits on. So once Tara brings the new tire, we'll get that put on and back in business. Tara brought me the used tire. It's good to go. Just gotta drive it down, pick up my block. Oiled the chain while I was at it. All ready to go. I planted over to here. Goes way up to there. And gotta go over to there. So not too, excuse me. Woo! Not too much further. Got this little corner done. Lots of back and forth. Because all this water's here, but now I think I'm up to just doing the long part. So that'll go a lot faster, then I'll be done. So hopefully I can get done by, 9:30 or so. That'd be awesome. Getting to go in a little bit earlier this evening and bring the tractor home. Here's a good way to look at it. That's where I started over there. Here's where I am. Gotta go over there. I'm over halfway done. Gonna be glad to be done corn planting. Because it's time for me to get on to doing spraying and tillage before I plant soybeans in the wet areas and planting soybeans. So lots of stuff to get done. Alright, almost done with corn planting for 2023. Need to shut my left side off right now. So I just lift my lever a little bit. And it'll yell at me that I'm not planting, but that's because I've already planted this half right by the fence. No need to double plant it. It'd be nice if I had, you know, like 4 sections on this planter. The new planters, they can do every single row as individual shut off, but I gotta settle for half, so that's okay. It's a little bit rocky here, but just gotta go to up there, so. Today we get to play chemist. That means it's time for spraying. So I'm gonna get my first load mixed up. We're gonna spray some pre-emergent corn spray. Good combination for the batch. We'll show you how we measure out the different chemicals and figure out how much we need of each. But anyways, we'll get started. Once again, do it for Greta. So in this load, we're gonna try to spray 150 acres. So for water, I put down 10 gallons per acre of water. This can hold 1,500 gallons when it's full. So you can almost spray a whole quarter. One of these tanks should be enough to spray this field at our place. But so then for all the different chemicals we're going to use, if you can see that, I figured this out ahead of time, but we're going to use 4.7 gallons accessory, 4.7 gallons of a fix, Cornerstone, which is just generic for Roundup. We're going to use 30.5 gallons, atrazine, which I have in these boxes here. This is from last year I had left over. We're going to do 28 gallons, and Sterling Blue or dicamba, we're going to do 12 gallons. So I'll show you later, but all these, my agronomist says to use, you know, a certain amount of ounces per acre. So what I do, I take 150 acres times, like one of these is only 4 ounces per acre. So 150 times 4 divided by 128 for ounces in a gallon. That's how many gallons I need. So it takes a little bit of math, and I always double check it because you don't want to get half of what you need or twice of what you need. But what? Later. So we'll get these mixing. So this sprayer's ran off hydraulics, off a hydraulic pump. So how I do it, I engage it, get that to stick in place. Now it's building some pressure, and it's going to agitate the water, so we'll start adding our chemical. Alright, we got all of our chemical measured out, put in. Get the tank filled. There's markings on the front to tell me how many gallons, but this tank is just going to be all the way full. A little hard to video when you're trying to make sure you're measuring stuff right and getting it in the right spot. So, but now we just got the water running, pulling it out of the back tank first. We pulled a little bit out of here just because my handle's right there, so I can do the chemical and the water at the same time, and the pump. Well, it's the next day. It got too windy. We can only get one load of spray done, but got the farm done with spraying corn. So I got the air seeder hooked up, got fertilizer and seed. Everything's loaded, calibrated, checked over, make sure all the runs are unplugged, and we're actually ready to go. So I got the kids with me today. Ready to go seed, Maya? Checking out her tablet. Bonnie, ready to go plant soybeans? Ready to go plant soybeans? They're all cozy, got their little spots.
Daddy, but I can't hear this with my headphones.
Uh-oh, technical difficulties. Alright, we'll give it a try. Alright, we're planting soybeans. It's going. Doing my last opening lap. I do 4 rounds or 4 passes on each side. It just gives me enough room when I go and turn, come back. I don't have to turn so sharp. Vaughn's chilling out. Maya's taking a snooze. I'm planting. So that's my camera that I put in the back. So it's opposite. So this is actually on the left side as I sit in the tractor, and this is the right side, but it's okay. I get to see what's going on back there. And then if I switch the channel, oh wait, this one. Oh, there we go. So that shows me how many soybeans I have left. So this is the ladder going down into there. That's the first rung. But super nice to have. Once I get lower, I know exactly when I need to stop and fill. There's no guessing. Because sometimes this little thing doesn't always work. The fertilizer, I don't know, that sensor doesn't work at all, but that's not quite so critical. I might get a camera for it next year and install it, but it's also in the front tank. So especially like, you know, when I'm going away from the sun, I can look at it. It'll shadow where it's at. So that's not quite as critical, but you want to get it put down as accurately as you can. But seem to have gotten all the bugs out of it. Everything seems to be working. And then, so last year I planted soybeans this way, so that's straight west pretty much. So last year I planted on an angle this way. Now this year I'll plant it angle that way, so northwest and southeast. So get the field opened up, then I can start going back and forth. Otherwise I'm going round and around. Got my ends done, so now I'm gonna set my angle. So it's the soybeans, like I was saying, I plant them at an angle. So that way, when I spray, I go straight back and forth. And in theory, if you plant your beans straight back and forth, when you run over some when they come up, you'll run over a whole line the whole way down. Where if you plant them at an angle, you'll get less beans if you go straight across them. So, not supposed to kill as many beans. So I'm going to set my track. So I go to set track. I do switch the method to A plus heading. My heading I want, so straight north, which is that way, that's 0. East is 90. And since I want to be going southeast and northwest, I do them at a 15-degree angle. So I'll do, so it'll be 90 plus 15, so it'll be 105. That'll be my angle. Hit OK. I can set A. This is my A point right here. Hit accept. Hit accept. Wait. Okay. Steering is on. There's my line. I should be good. Just spin back up. Shift down a couple gears, hit my button, gets me straight. I wait till the tractor goes past where I finish seeding. Then I put my planter down. That engages the clutch, makes seed go back to the individual rows. And just like that, planting again. So now you can see, I need to make a bigger screen, but you can see I'm going right there. It's painting, so I'm gonna work this part over and then work the rest of the field that way. So anyways, that's how you set a A plus heading angle for seeding soybeans. Time to fill some fertilizer. Got a decent amount of the field planted. Had a little bit of a rain cloud come over, and it didn't really get the ground too wet, but the soybean stubble got just damp enough that the openers, they don't like to cut through it, and then it lays your seed on top of the ground and then it doesn't germinate. So we're probably going to quit for right now unless it dries out a lot more, but it's just enough to make it a little bit damp. So we'll fill up and head home, and sounds like Sarah's planting the garden, so we'll go help her with that. Well, I think my brother-in-law Russell's stuck. He's doing some disking across the road from my place so I can plant closer to the wet spots, and looks like he found a nice wet spot, even though it doesn't really look like it should be wet over there. But we'll go see how stuck is stuck, if it's a easy pull or if it's go unhook the air seeder and get the cat kind of pull. We'll see. Doesn't look too bad. Just a little gummy right there. Did you do this? No. Oh, he did that? Oh, good. Well, we brought the right tractor for the job. Went and got the cat since I'm done planting for the day. Pull out that tractor, then pull out that tractor. Here we go. Should be easy peasy. Boy, that's soft back there. I'm gonna ease out. Here we go. At least the chain's held. That was that for your first tractor recovery?
Good.
Want to do it again?
No.
I think we stretched the chain just a little bit. I'm gonna have to get one bigger one to pull out things like this. For the loader tractor, it's fine, but for this, it's that was the max. Let's put it that way. All right, another day. We're gonna keep planting soybeans. It's been about a week and a half since I started, but between getting rained out a few afternoons and getting spraying done, had a few breakdowns with the sprayer, it's taken a little bit, but we've gotten about 2.5 of the fields done, and we have 2 somewhat smaller ones to do, and we'll get those worked on today. I got to go to town and get some more fertilizer. My cousins that I planted some corn for, they're helping me out since it's getting a little bit later. They're helping me plant some beans, so that's going much quicker with their drill going as well, but you got to keep the product available. So we'll go to town, we'll get some more fertilizer. Gonna take my 4-wheeler along just in case when we're moving to fields. I don't know how it's all gonna work out, but in case we need a vehicle to drive back to the other field to get more equipment, we'll just have that available. So we'll get on our way up there. All right, made it to the truck. We'll get this thing started. Oh, one more time. There we are, all ready to go. Cedars All Field, ready to go. We'll keep working on this field. This was soybeans last year. This field did, I think it was around like 50-something bushel an acre last year. So we're kind of dry right now to get started, so I really hope we get some moisture to get the beans up and get them growing nice. We got lots of sub-moisture, but hopefully we can do as good this year as we did last year. The cat the other day, one of the fittings came loose on the high pressure side of the AC, and I didn't have any AC. All my Freon leaked out, and it was a day until the mechanic could come out and recharge it and just get a new O-ring for the fitting and stuff. And it was a little toasty. It was probably about 120 degrees in here, but drank a bunch of water and at least got 65 more acres done. So sometimes you just got to push through, even though it's not all that comfortable. But AC's working good and it's nice and comfortable in here. Plant's going good with my rig. Tara, on the other hand, he blew one of his main hydraulic lines that goes, let's see, back from more the front of the tractor back to where the hydraulic outlets are. Sounds like it's about an inch and a quarter hose. So I'm gonna stop just for a second, help him get that taken out, and then he can go to town and get a new one made up. It doesn't really matter what color the tractor is, red, blue, or yellow, green, doesn't matter. They all break at some point with something that you don't necessarily always expect, so it just happens.
What a mess.
So there where the wrench is on, that's the hose.
Okay, just pry through there. You can put the...
Well, we got it off. Now we just gotta pull it all the way back through the butt of the tractor. All the way back. Is it the one that supplies all these?
No, just one.
So it's this big line here.
Take this line off here.
Alright, got the hose out. Now we're gonna take, his planter's pretty full of beans and I'm needing a little bit more to finish this field. So we're gonna use his auger to take out of his drill and put it into my drill. So I gotta drive right underneath that spout, get it lined up with my second tank in the back. What do you know, got it lined up on the first try. Lower it down, we'll get it filled. So he's gonna open up by his meter down there. That'll let it come out of his tank. I'll go right to mine. Just some strawberry flavored edamame. Okay, everything's filled. We'll go keep planting. I got about 20 acres left on this field, so I should be able to finish that up pretty quick, and we'll see if Tara gets back with the hose and I can help him put that back on, and then we'll move to the next field. So keep on going. I'm getting close to my next field, but wanted to show you this is one of my coolest, or my most favorite parts of one of the back gravel roads around here. It's overshadowed by trees. I haven't been through here with the air seeder, but I should be short enough to get down here. It's down a great big hill, so it's kind of cool to drive through in the summertime. Next field, this still has the mapping from last year, so I got to go to my mapping settings in Green Star, mapping, map settings, clear coverage for this map only, accept, and that gets everything gone. Then I start going around the edge and opening up the field. Alright, we're working on getting this field wrapped up. Tara got here with his rig. He was bringing it down here last night, and then two of his tires, when he was transporting it, I guess hit a rock or something on the road, and I guess it popped two tires off the beads, and then kind of cracked the rims. So he got a couple new rims and switched the tires over, and now he's back in business. So we'll get this field finished up. We just have over there left to do. So that's about 20 acres maybe, so not too much more to go. Alright, we're getting down to the last of the soybeans in my drill. I had to get a few extra to finish out this field. They're a different seed size, so we got to recalibrate our drill. And I was watching on my nifty camera. I was getting pretty close and right down to the end. So I'm just gonna go down there. It feeds out of this side over here, so that's why they sit higher over there. So I'm gonna push these over. I gotta go to right there, and then I'll just drive back empty and go fill on the truck. I wanna get as many out of here as I can, and then I'll fill with the new soybeans, drive around or so, or I'll take a tub and empty everything out, put the new soybeans in, then recalibrate, because you got to recalibrate with the new soybeans. They're a smaller soybean, so there's more seeds per pound, and that's, you use a formula to figure out how many you need to get 165,000 seeds per acre. So there's a little math there, but I'm just going to crawl down in here and push those to the side. Alright, we're down here in the tank. Not sure if this is in the OSHA handbook, but it's not dangerous. So I'm just going to shovel these over here. Got my cute little pink shovel I've had since a kid. Enough to get me just to the end of this round, and then we'll go fill. That's my fan, if you can't tell. It's really loud. One of the reasons I really love this camera, I can see exactly how much I have in there. Because this little gauge, it'll tell you you're empty, but sometimes it's, you know, 100, 200, 300 feet until it says you're empty. So this takes the guesswork out of it. Now once I'm done planting this field, it's my last one to spray. So you see there's a few weeds in there that need to be burned down. So tomorrow morning I'll get this all sprayed. Then the rock roller that I rent every year, it sounds like that'll be ready. So then in the next video, we're gonna rock roll all my beans except for one field. Just trying to get everything done. They started coming up, so I gotta wait until they get about 3 to 4 inches high, and then I can rock roll them after they come up and get to a certain growth stage where they can be rock rolled and it doesn't snap them off. So yeah, that'll be on the next video. So if you want to watch a bunch of rocks get smashed back into the ground, that's what we'll be doing. All right, we're getting down to the last passes. I'm going here. Tara's coming that way. We won't hit, but we'll be pretty close. Goes fast when you got 2 drills in the same field. So I'll go back and I'll do that, and that'll be the last of the soybean planting for 2023. I have plenty of soybeans and plenty of fertilizer, so we'll find some tote bags and save that until next year, and then just plant it next year. As long as you keep it dry. The soybeans you just have to inoculate, which is something they put on them to help them germinate. So we'll just do that next year, but you have to pay for it this year, but you can a little bit store it up for next year, so it'll work out just fine. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed learning about corn planting and seeding alfalfa, hopefully you learned something. But thanks for watching, and you can like and subscribe and share with your friends. Teach them about farming too. Oh, and check out my beef website if you're in the need of beef.